Hey designer, Alex here, welcome to the channel, and in today's video we are going to talk about something which is called unfair advantage. Do you have it, what it is, and how can you use it in your business? Now, before we get started with the video, make sure to check out my membership because it contains all of my courses, all of my design products. It also contains mentorship and practice files for these YouTube videos and many other bonuses. Link is going to be down in the description below. Make sure to check it out if you're interested. And now let's get started with this video. So the unfair advantage, I got inspired from the video I recently watched because I really like cars. I'm really into cars, and the car which recently launched was Gordon Murray T50 Niki Lauda edition. I think that's the full name, or it's Gordon Murray T50S Niki Lauda edition, something like that. But the whole philosophy of a car is what attracted me and what got me thinking about the design itself, because this unfair advantage comes from all of those with more experience, with all of those with more energy, with all of those with more resources than you, than me, than with everybody else, and that's what gives them that unfair advantage. In that video he talks about how that unfair advantage that he used in Formula 1 while he was there in the 80s and 90s, and how it helped him develop this edge over their competition, because as a team you're always trying to make those fine changes and fine tunes to avoid these obstacles that rule makers force upon you. So that's why he calls them unfair advantages. And inside of his latest car he's using something called a fan, which is basically what it is on the back of a car, which helps him bring more aerodynamics down to a car, which sticks better to the road. So how can you apply this to the design? Well, it got me thinking. My unfair advantage is what you see right here on the screen. All of this studio space, all of these lights, this microphone, this camera that you're looking at me through. So all of this is my unfair advantage. And it got me showing lately while one client reached out to me and asked me to do the job, and we were on a Zoom call and he was just blown away by the quality of this video. I didn't really give it too much thought because this is what I do. I create courses, I create YouTube videos, I make all of these videos for you guys to watch. So I really try to up my game by using higher quality microphones, higher quality lights. I recently purchased this huge light which I'm using just to improve the quality of these videos, but I didn't really think about it that way, to focus on the unfair advantage side. So if he does, for example, 5 different interviews and he sees me and he sees the quality of this video, it immediately got him thinking, and these are his words, not mine, I want to work with this guy because this guy looks like real professionals. All of these other guys are either hiding behind the camera or hiding behind in some dark room or something like that. But this guy came through with all of this great lighting, the great camera quality, great audio quality. So really straight from the get-go, he looks like a professional. Then I sent him my portfolio, which is my website where I have all of these different products that you guys can purchase, of course. I also sent him my website with all of my courses, and I also sent him this YouTube channel. So he checked out some of my videos and he was really blown away by the amount of information and by the amount of value that I bring to you guys every single week right here on the channel. And if you didn't, make sure to subscribe if you didn't already, and make sure to press those bell notification icons so that you don't miss the future content from this channel. So in short, that got me the job, and I outsourced that job to some of my friends because I don't really have time for it. But I thought it's really a great unfair advantage on my side. But some other unfair advantages that I can name are, for example, 3D. I don't really know how to do 3D all that well. I dabbled with it in the past, and I know how to do some basic things, like to do some basic shapes, put them inside of the 3D space and stuff like that. And I'm going to explore Spline, which I'm going to link down below for you guys to check it out. I'm really going to explore it later this year and try to learn 3D on my own and include it much more into my work. But 3D is something which I'm lacking, and I'm not really ashamed to admit it, but I'm going to work on it. But if you're good at 3D, that's your unfair advantage, because if your clients or your teammates or whoever else needs that skill and you got that skill, that's your unfair advantage over somebody else. Because usually designers like to focus in and stay in their lane. For example, if they're doing website design, they're just doing website design and they're doing it by these rules which are set upon them either in school or throughout their working careers, but they are scared to try all of these other things. So therefore, if you have one of these, for example, illustration is really huge one, because you can really transform brands through illustration. So if you're doing UI UX work and you also know how to illustrate, that's your unfair advantage. If you know how to write great copy, that's your huge unfair advantage, because you can then move on into marketing channels and you can work with marketing teams inside of these big companies, and then you can really explode as a designer and really increase your earnings, because you can work on all of these sides, and that can be your unfair advantage over somebody else who doesn't know how to do those things. So just think about what is your unfair advantage, what you can use to your advantage to either get better job or to get better at your job or to get over your teammates for a promotion, for example, or anything like that. So basically find your unfair advantage, think about it, see what it is and use it to your advantage to either improve your career or either to improve your work, because with your unfair advantage you can gain more trust to your employers, for example, and then when you show them your skills and show them your unfair advantage, they can give you, for example, a better job or a raise or something like that, so that you can really move on in a company ladder. Or if you're working as a freelancer, you can then take these much better jobs, much better paid jobs, and then you can really move on and earn a lot more money by doing a lot less work or more quality work that you really enjoy, rather than some work that you don't really enjoy. Thank you for watching this video. I really hope you got some value in it. If you did, make sure to press that like button. I upload new videos here on the channel every single week on design, passive income techniques, motivation and more. So if you don't want to miss them, make sure to subscribe. Also, make sure to check out my membership. Link is going to be down in the description below to see all of my courses, all of my design products, mentorship, Facebook group and so much more. Link is going to be down in the description below. So make sure to check it out if you're interested. And until next video, take care.